You know what's wild? Every time workers start organizing, the rich act like civilization's about to collapse. Like, God forbid somebody asks for a pay raise or a day off without being guilt tripped about loyalty. I was actually talking to somebody in my YouTube comments about this very subject. From what I remember, he said he works at a Volkswagen factory that's trying to unionize right now. And he reminded me that this fight is still happening. The same fight our grandparents had. The same fight people literally died for. Before unions, there was no weekend, there was no minimum wage, no safety laws. You could work 14 hours, lose a hand in a machine, and your boss would still replace you by lunch. There are people out here talking about the good old days. But what they seem to forget is that if you were a worker, those days were hell. It was unions that said you don't own people just because you employ them, that gave us child labor laws, the 8-hour day, and health benefits. That's not radical, that is basic humanity. Even though I think the health benefits shouldn't be tied to work. That's a story for another day. And every time the workers stood up, the government called it dangerous. The same way they called civil rights marches riots. Because anytime poor people organize, power gets nervous. Then came the 1980s. Reagan fired over 11,000 air traffic controllers just for striking. That moment didn't just break one union. It told every worker in America, shut up or get replaced. And that's exactly what happened. Union membership got gutted and wages flatlined. CEO pay, though, went up 1,400%. And suddenly, the same companies that built billion-dollar profits were handing out pizza parties and calling it appreciation. Like, be for real. A pizza party is never going to pay rent. But now people are done pretending. Starbucks workers are organizing store by store, even though we are not patronizing them. Amazon workers, same deal. They're organizing secret meetings on their breaks, but no Bezos either. But auto workers are walking out like, we made you billions, now you can pay us fairly. And I am so on board with that. And when I saw the comment from the guy at Volkswagen, I just couldn't help but think this is exactly where it starts. Not with the politician, not with the billionaire pretending to care about the middle class. It starts with one person saying, you know what, no, we deserve better. And then someone else says it, and then someone else. That's how every movement starts, quietly, until it's too loud to ignore. They want you to think that unions are corrupt or outdated, right? That they'll take your money and do nothing. That's projection because the real corruption is upstairs, not downstairs. The boardroom's been robbing the break room for decades. And they're terrified of workers remembering that this country only runs because we do. So yeah, if you like weekends, thank a union. If you like lunch breaks, thank a union. If you like not sending your 10-year-old to work in a coal mine, thank a union. Because this isn't new. It's just history looping until we finally learn the lesson. The people who built the world deserve way more than crumbs. And once we start remembering that again, the whole system starts shaking.